Hayes for horses. Too bad you're a jackass. Rob Rancher. Fuck yeah!
Settled next to the Willamette River, Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see, the Cincinnati Bearcats taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bearcats will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they... So the Oregon Ducks offense will get the first swing of the game. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's going to let it go. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The play action fake. Pocket starts to collapse. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. You thought thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Alson Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Bearcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Both of these defenses, David, is anchored by star middle backers.
I mean, they're just stars right in the middle of the defense. You'll see them go sideline to sideline, and they will make plays all over the field.
Yeah, these guys are the heart and souls of their defense. They're the leaders. Everybody looks up to them. They're constantly making plays.
And the visitors have nothing doing as they are greeted rudely on the opening play of the game.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Quickly to the tight end. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
On 3rd down, going up top. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting it down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that game.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job.
Motherfuckers running the same shit I'm running.
Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They're going to ride this running back.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Zings it complete to the right. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Ducks have their offense in high gear. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the 1st down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to get a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now they'll see, like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful. When you've got receivers with the speed that guy has, you really need to play with good eye discipline and know where the ball is at all times. Because if he outflanks you, he can take it to the distance.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught over the middle, it's Terrell.
How many 1st downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to get some IVs and get some bananas. We better stay high.
Hello?
At this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
He'll pitch it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he score. Touchdown, Oregon. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to
No, the fuck you're not, sir.
until you
Sorry.
find that
No, the fuck you're
that
not.
scheme that you can use against this defense.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Fouls through the defense. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damage when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
They try to pop a run on the draw. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback checking off. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Past the 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now they'll...
Hello. What's up? Just playing my game. Starting to get tired. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's automatic. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Alabama.
I want to watch that one show, the Good Wife or some shit, whatever the fuck it's called, about the military judge and
it's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's a passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Yeah, but we can leave Aiden home with Aria that day.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19.
That works Thursday.
He's looking to throw. Got it
That
set
works
up on the
Thursday.
outside.
It would have to be Friday.
Trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. What a snag by the defense.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, if you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Makes the catch. It's Terrell. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
Yeah, so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past in Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Complete downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is back.
I'm gonna be going to sleep
shadow of the goalpost,
pretty
trying
soon.
to defend their own end zone. He makes a grab, takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He thought about bringing that out for a half.
Sarah works tomorrow.
And they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Boy, they hope
I bet she's real fucking happy about that.
After throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others.
And,
but you gotta show
what?
some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Oh. Yeah, am I on speaker or something?
Picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking
No,
to
like you
throw.
just sound echoed. Like you sound from you're from a distance.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against
So
the top 25 defense with respect to
No,
sacks
it just sounds
per
like you're
game.
from a
They had to
distance.
do
I
a good
didn't know
job
if it was
protecting QB, but they have not
you
been able to
took
get
me
that
off
done
your
so far. They've already now allowed
headphones.
3 sacks in this game.
A 3rd and
Oh.
long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He hurls one deep down the left side.
Yeah.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Takes it the other way. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Offense gets set for second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Tough sliding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Yeah.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is
I don't
showing.
fucking know.
They'll try to get outside. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense.
I can't be your helper with that.
I
Like,
don't think the defense was expecting an outside run there.
Thanks.
Offensively, they go with the toss play, and the running back's able to get to the outside and downfield. It was too late before the defense was able to tackle him out of bounds.
The Ducks will try to
I
punch
don't
it
know
in
what the
on
fuck to
1st
tell
and
you on
goal.
that situation.
Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And close the deal with a
Obviously, you know what Dad
touchdown
looks like.
run. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Got some room to run. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Oregon. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
there is. But it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now Something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He finds his man. And the ball squirted out. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is...
Throws toward the end zone. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They'll throw it on first down. A full dive to haul that one in.
That is an unbelievable play, and I'll tell you, the defense, they just have not had an answer for this guy all night. He's already got over 100 yards in this game. Wherever he's lined up, he's getting open, and he's winning with speed, and right there, he shows you the acrobatics.
And that ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like you've had an enjoyable day there today in Eugene. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
And the Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, And that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They feed him again. Keeps the legs moving. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Off the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Terrell. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running around.
And that pass intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
2nd and 10 here. Looking downfield, it's Lincoln. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up for it.
Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Pulls it in inside the 10.
As a defense, you don't want to give up big plays. You did there, but the good thing is you kept him out of the end zone. Now you got a chance to make a goal line stand, get some momentum back, get the ball back to your offense.
And this is a weird move. They're sending out the field goal unit here. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And it's right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Looking for a man. It's Lincoln. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that
These motherfuckers want to keep testing Sanders, bro. He's got like,
after a good return on the interception.
I don't know, fucking probably like 17 picks since the end of last season.
All throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
A 10-yard loss on the play. 3rd down coming up.
On the set.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Cincinnati, 3.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. He's looking downfield to throw. He wants to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Man, this defense has been flying around. They are everywhere. There's 6 sacks on the day, spreading it around, multiple people coming from every angle. This QB has had a nightmare of a day.
Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he intercepts it. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They go to the ground. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Now they'll try the right side. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They'll try to get it in with the run.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Howard.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Willis. And the Bearcats get enough for the 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a freshman.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Lincoln. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in covering.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. 1st and 10 from their own 13. They want that clock to run. Oh, what a cut! And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
They'll leave it with him. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollock, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.